Well, hello friends, Joseph here. Welcome back to some Hearthstone and welcome to some Miracle Rogue, a deck that I am definitely no expert in, but I figure now that we've hit the rank 15 floor, might as well go ahead and try it out. This is not an optimal deck list. We did throw in Yogg because we have a whole bunch of spells to go with our Arcane Giants. And because of that, our opponent's coining something out that's a little spicier here than we would have hoped. We do have a couple options, I think, for this turn, and I'm not really sure how we want to do it. If this is going to be get down, then we're going to really have wished that we had gone with the Dagger Mastery. If it's going to be Kodo, then again, we're going to want Dagger Mastery, or we're going to want a Hero Power Up. If we need extra ping damage, you do have the Swashbuckler into Patches. I'm sorry, everyone. Patches is a good card. We're going with a little get down. Well, then at the end of the day, that's also kind of okay, so I guess we can do this. Trade, or do we even need to? I think that's still okay. We can kind of Swashbuckler now. We'll get one card generated, and we'll develop a Patches. And we'll tell our opponent that we are now the ones in charge. Oh, we could have got that Darkshire out and got a little bit of combo action. That would have been fun. And we were able to craft these... Oh! Our opponent's going with that Patches as well. Interesting. Interesting. Apparently our opponent also loves to be the one who patches. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do anything this turn that's crazy? I don't think so. I mean, we could go 1-2 into a big Edwin, but I don't think that's really good. We could go Hero Power. We could just drop down a 3-3. Maybe just throwing down a 3-3 is the best play, simply because I kind of want to save, like, maybe the coin or maybe Razor Petal for the Vile Spine, and if not, then we want to save them for Auctioneer. So maybe it's just best to kind of develop a minion here. Not that it's going to have a lot of impact on board. You know, this 3-mana 3-3 is not necessarily the best for us. But it's going to have some interesting options. And like I was saying about this deck list, I know I interrupted myself with trying to actually play the game. The Yogg in there is just because we have so many spells to discount our Arcane Giants. And if we wanted to do this a little better, we'd probably get rid of Yogg and play either... Oh my. Face? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, not Face is too bad. How do we want to do this? I guess we can... Oh, wait. How do we want to do this? We don't want to do too much. It's really too bad we didn't get something much better. Opponent's class first. Because we're going to have to activate the Vile Spine anyways. So let's at least get something awesome. Tyrion's kind of awesome. So we can very much live with that. I know it's like I can't believe I just like sighed when I said, oh, Tyrion's awesome. That's fine. Yeah, so that is really amazing actually. That's a really good pick. That's okay, because I don't really mind. The issue is, of course, we're not going to Auctioneer unless... Like, I can't imagine us Auctioneering, let's just say. Like, I can't imagine. Yogg is, you know, fun, if nothing else. This is unfortunate that we missed our turn, but I wasn't going to throw out Auctioneer just to get rid of the weapon charge. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's necessarily a good play. So we were kind of forced to do nothing there. It's unfortunate. It would have been great if we could have pushed a little tempo, but again, summon 5/1/1s. Terrifying. Oh, we are very good at Hearthstone sometimes. Can we do anything more awesome though? Razor Petal. And so the question is, what do we want to do? And I think we just want to build a big Edwin now. Not that this is necessarily a huge Edwin, but I think a 6/6 right now is reasonable. This is going to eat either an Aldor or an Equality, both of which I guess are okay, simply because we're going to have another big follow-up, and then we'll have, you know, removals, and then eventually we will hit a miracle turn, I promise, at some point. It's going to happen. Wow. This is really Divine Spirit-y kind of deck. This is just more scary than anything because we don't have a lot more pings to really be able to deal with this. I'm assuming that's going to go face. Just because, yeah, we're not going to be able to remove this deck very easily. Or this board, I should say. Well, we can remove a bit of this board right now, so that's okay. Do we want to go for a miracle right now? And I think no. I think Tyrion's going to be the best. We'll attack one of these down. Now the question is, do we want to backstab or do we want to save the backstab for the auctioneer for next turn? Like how much of a difference does it make, and how much of the difference does this make? Like leaving our opponent up. I think we'll keep it for one more turn. It's a nice clean activator for Vile Spine, and it's a nice activator for Auctioneer. Terrifying, absolutely terrifying. +3 attack. Wow. Okay. Well, there is that now. Okay, so at the very least, now you know we've got some things going on. This is a crazy Divine Spirit deck that our opponent's doing right now. How are we going to do this? We're going to get a 1 damage here. Going to get a 1 damage ping right off the bat. And now the question is, are we going to be able to miracle? And the answer is unfortunately no. We'll go 1 damage there. We'll go 1 backstab there. We will go with a solid... Do we want to develop this now or no? I'm really tempted to develop this just to get rid of the Divine Shield. Do I want to take this damage? Does it matter which way we do this? Or do we want to burn the Abyss right now? Let's burn the Abyss this way. We'll take the 3 damage and then we'll go face a little bit here. Just to let our opponent know we're still playing the game here as well. The issue is, of course, that we have no activators now for Vile Spine, but we do have 7 spells cast for our Yogg. 7's decent. I think we want to get usually around 8 or 9 to really have crazy Yogg things happen. Now we really want a small spell if possible. Oh. Or I should, yeah, small card. Do we just Yogg now? And I think no. I think we can continue to kind of... we'll kill the next one just so I take a little bit less damage. Even though I understand we're floating a damage here. It's not going to really matter that much, it looks like. This is a really interesting deck that our opponent's playing though. Wow, Divine Shield, kind of aggro Paladin, but not really. Oh wow, but definitely like a flood. Oh wow, jeez. Our opponent is no joke right now. So if we don't get preps and things like that, I think we might have to Yogg anyways, just because we're at the point of running out of threats. Ooh, Swashbuckler would be so fun. What are the chances we die though? Like if our opponent's playing, we've already seen 1 Blessing of Kings, so there is definitely a real chance that we lose here. This can trade here, we can trade there. It's only 2 on board. We set up for an even bigger Yogg, so I guess there's that. Let's see, maybe we get an awesome spell. Oh, that's not an awesome spell, but it is kind of good. We'll get rid of that, then we will hero power up. So at the very least, we're going to heal like 2. Well, 4 I guess actually, because this heals for all the damage that our minion does, which kind of plays into the whole hand buffing mechanic. Okay, Spike Ridge Steed, it looks like it's going to have to be Yogg sooner than later. Our opponent, yeah, that's a smart way to do it. There's no doubt about it. We got to heal 4, so that's something. This is unfortunate. Again, no doubt about that. Hallucination. I don't think we can wait any longer. Like, the chances of us finding something ridiculous here are pretty low. We're just going to go ahead and Yogg it. Okay, so it's still our turn. That's good. That's not helpful. I guess that's helpful? This one. This one would be great. Okay. That was not an excellent turn. Let's just say that. This is 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe we're dead, maybe we're not. That was an okay Yogg. That was average-ish. That's 1 off lethal, isn't it? If that's one off lethal, I'm assuming our opponent then trades. Well, so far I'm correct that is one off lethal. So we can get a great hallucination. Get a great Fan of Knives right now. Does Fan of Knives do anything if we do it first? Like, do we want a Fan of Knives and keep our mana, or do we want to go for the Auctioneer into somehow we would need to get prep and things like that? We're gonna go Gadget Stand into Hallucinate because that gives us a chance to find a prep first. Oh, that's too bad. Give all minions, summoning. These are all pretty bad. We'll go with, it doesn't matter what we pick. I don't see how we stay alive after this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to fan. Oh, and then we were just one off. Yeah, we were one off being able to clear the board here. Oh, well. Got it close. Got it close. Oh, that was really... I wonder if we could have done anything different earlier to save a couple face damage. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough loss. That's okay. That was still fun kind of trying out this deck. And we got to see a Yogg, so that's great too. Wow. Look at this. We've got ourselves a little Prince Malchezaar priest, which is kind of cool. Oh. Is this from our opponent's... Just from opponent's class right now. So we don't know if our opponent is playing Dragon Prince Malchezaar Priest, but at the very least, we have seen a Prince Malchezaar, so that's always going to be cool. And I admit playing this against Priest, we know we can just get potion. Wow. Awaken the Makers. Hello, let's go. I mean, this is now a game. We're going to hold back on the weapon, so we're kind of expecting a Potion of Madness. Which is why I didn't want to play. I did for half a second think, oh, maybe we should go... Yeah, no, this is fine. Just give me all of the cards. I'm really okay with that. I'm kind of very okay with this. So we're going to build a 4/4 right now just so that the priest can't deal with it. So we're just going to go 4/4 on the Van Cleef. And then we'll just attack in here just to get rid of it. And we'll keep our 1/1. So the 4/4 hopefully can do a little bit of work early on against our opponent. For next turn, we don't necessarily have a great turn lined up, but that's okay. We can just Razor Petal and Hero Power. We really don't want to have to activate SI7. And you know what? We still don't have to activate the SI7, so that's good. We're going to get this Petal. Obviously, we would have loved to have comboed it with the Blood Mage, but, you know. We could honestly go Blood Mage, Prep, Razor Petal, and go with the face. How bad is that? How bad is that is my question. I think that's a little bit too much. I don't mind losing the one minion as well, leaving up the 2/2. I feel like this might be the better thing to do. And then it's kind of good. It's kind of, well, maybe not good, but at least it's okay with the fact that next turn we do have a 5/6 to slam down. So that hopefully if our opponent just wants to eat something with a Shadow or Death, maybe our Arcane Giants will be a little bit more safe. Shadow Vision's time, that's okay for us, I guess. At the very least, it's not another Death Rattle for their quest, which we can't see anymore. I was trying to see how many. I think it's just 2, right? 1? Shifting Shade was the only one? I haven't played that many games, so I shouldn't be getting Hearthstone Brain yet. The Prince Malchezaar is interesting with the quest because it just dilutes the card pool that you have. We don't have any dragons, and I'm not expecting to get any, so we're just gonna go ahead and slam down a Secret Agent. I think that's really reasonable because if our opponent doesn't remove this, I mean it's not quite as powerful as the Savannah Highmane, where if you don't remove a Savannah Highmane when you're playing against Hunter, you know, it's almost a loss, or at least the chances of that Hunter winning are a lot higher. Oh, Hallucinate off of the Shifting Shade. That's really interesting. So the Shifting Shade gave them a Rogue card, which gave them a chance to get another rogue card and then double hallucinate. Go for one more. Just for the heck of it. Oh! Shaku, that's actually terrifying. How much face damage do we want to do? Do we want to start cycling? Do we want to slam down another Gadget Stand? I say no. Because we could get hit with... We could get hit with some absolutely terrifying Dragonfire potions. And just, that would be more value. But then we do have the one big dragon that's not going to get affected by it. Which is kind of awesome. And that's another thing why... Another reason why this is a really great card for us here. I'm not sure if the priest is going to be able to pull this one off, to be honest. It seems like we're just kind of beating him down here. Dragonfire doesn't do enough. That's still lethal for us. I was going to go with the SI7, but I realized it's just, yeah. It's lethal on board. There's no need for any... There's no need for anything else going on here. You know what? That is going to be it for this video, though. Just a couple quick Miracle Rogue games. We got to see a Yogg. We got to see very, very, very hard tempo from this game, actually, for this Rogue game that we just played against that Priest with. You know, the Prince Malchezaar, I think, was a bad choice for them. I'm sure if they have Malchezaar, they have options to play other cards and better cards to try and complete their quest faster, which is always the point of the quests. But that's enough for me. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. If you made it this far, you might as well hit that subscribe button. Keep your stick on the ice. I'll see you next time.